But today there are more than 30 breweries supporting the economies of small towns across the state. I visited West Virginia's largest in Elkins to learn more about the industry and their craft. All 20 taps here at Big Timber Brewing are made on site. They have 17 beers, 1 non-alcoholic root beer, 1 seltzer, and 1 alcoholic seltzer. Straight ahead on West Virginia Today, I'm Lilly Reisenweber, and I'll tell you about a bill that aims to keep student athletes safe and help coaches step up safety efforts on the field. The number of high school graduates in West Virginia attending college fell about 4% from 2014 to 2024. This indicates fewer students chose to pursue higher education during that time. Visit the link at the bottom of your screen to view West Virginia Tourism's ultimate West Virginia beer road trip. According to the CDC, more than 2 out of 3 concussions in high school sports are caused by head-on collisions. While the WVSSAC has approved these soft shell caps for use during practice and games, very few athletes have taken advantage of them. Since selling their first keg of beer on May 4th, 2014, Big Timber Brewing is now the largest distributor of craft beer in this state. Owner Matt Kwasniewski says initial growth was slow.
Originally, I did all the production and a lot of the bookkeeping. My wife was our only bartender, and then we had someone helping us doing outside sales, and that was basically it.
The brewery has won countless awards, including 2 beers receiving gold in the World Beer Cup. All 20 taps here at Big Timber Brewing are made on site. They have 17 beers, 1 non-alcoholic root beer, 1 seltzer, and 1 alcoholic seltzer. You can also find most of their canned beers in your local grocery store, including their officially licensed beer with WVU. In 2024, there were 36 craft breweries in West Virginia, compared to just 5 in 2011. Craft beer had a $264 million economic impact on the Mountain State, with breweries producing more than 21,000 barrels last year.
In so many of West Virginia's tourism destinations, I think it becomes commonplace. Folks expect that you're going to have, a good craft brewer that can provide a unique experience to them. So I think you'll continue to see growth on this front, hopefully.
Across West Virginia, craft breweries are sourcing ingredients locally and hiring within their communities.
We use, for our merchandise, we try to use local. A buddy of mine, he does all our tap handles. So it's, try to use as much as we can in the local economy. We buy some local hops for our fresh hop beer every year.
Craft beer continues to pour into West Virginia's economy. It's currently the second fastest growing manufacturing industry in the state. And Kwasniewski says he expects Big Timber to only continue to grow. High school junior Dustin Sienner suffered a concussion last season playing linebacker for Wheeling Central Catholic High School. Since that injury, he doesn't step on the field without extra protection in the form of a guardian cap.
I've seen a little difference. The contact isn't as forceful, and it's not really heavy on my helmet, so I can't really tell it's there.
Wheeling Central Catholic's head football coach Mike Young enters his 55th season as a coach. He says his staff takes head injuries seriously when it comes to practice and hitting.
We use shields that are rubberized, somewhat packed, and we tackle dummies, and it's very helpful to do that because you can still teach physicality with those and not jeopardize the well-being of the players.
West Virginia lawmakers are looking to find ways to keep student athletes safe after the death of Madison Middle School's Cohen Craddock. Craddock passed away after suffering a traumatic brain injury during a football practice. Senators introduced Senate Bill 585, the Cohen Craddock Student Athlete Safety Act, earlier this year. It would require the use of soft-shell guardian caps for all West Virginia youth football players. According to the CDC, more than 2 out of 3 concussions in high school sports are caused by head-on collisions. While the WVSSAC has approved these soft-shell caps for use during practice and games, very few athletes have taken advantage of them. Senator Eric Tarr of Putnam County voted in support of the bill. Even with the vote, Tar, who is a physical therapist, believes the Guardian Cap may not be the best solution to student-athlete safety.
I think that although the intentions were very well founded for that bill, that didn't really have a lot of good science behind it relative to the expense that it takes to manage concussions well and reduce concussions. I think that it had the potential to reduce the ability to actually direct money towards stuff that had some science behind it.
Each cap costs about $60, which school officials say in some areas is more than they can manage. Wheeling Central Catholic's athletic trainer Braden Carroll says he's not sure if there's any emerging technology that he feels strongly about to prevent concussions. Instead, Carroll says the best way to prevent and treat concussions is to educate players, parents, and coaches on how to avoid and identify them and how to treat them properly.
It's a common misconception that concussions are protecting the outside of the head, but the concussions actually occur from the brain hitting off the inside of your skull. So the theory behind that is if you put more padding on the outside of the head, that's not necessarily going to slow your brain from hitting the inside of your skull.
The bill didn't become law this year. It was never put to vote in the House, but lawmakers say it may be reintroduced next year. For West Virginia Today, I'm Lilly Reisenweber in Wheeling.